30 years ago, Japan changed my life. Now, my daughter is about to walk in my footsteps. Kia ora, my name is Catherine, and this channel is about my life here in New Zealand. A huge part of me is actually influenced by my time studying Japanese, travelling to Japan, and working there for some years. It all started in high school. I hadn't really found my thing yet. I was a solid C student and enjoying playing netball, but not excelling at anything. One summer, an opportunity came up to learn Japanese, so I signed up for class, and from the moment I walked in, something clicked. The teacher was lovely, she was Japanese, and for the first time in my life I was exposed to spaced learning, and she used flashcards to help us anchor in the Japanese alphabet. I thrived in her class. So I went on to study Japanese at high school the next year and also picked it up at university. In fact, it was my major. I still was a C student in all my subjects, but in Japanese, I was an A student, even at university. Excelling in Japanese got me noticed by my lecturers. There were other people in the class who were way better than me because they had travelled to Japan, they had lived in Japan. But I was the only one that was coming through fresh to the language, fresh to the culture, and excelling. Midway through my studies, one of my lecturers came up to me and offered me an exchange trip to Japan for 3 weeks, all expenses paid by the newspaper company Asahi Shinbun. What a life-changing experience. I had the opportunity to do a homestay and experience Japanese culture from the inside. My host father worked at the company. I got to go with the newspaper boys on their paper route. I got to see inside the workings of the company and see how newspapers are printed. They exposed me to every part of their business. Meanwhile, they also showed me around Japan. I got to play drinking games with Michael in Kyoto. I went to the most incredible restaurants. They also went the extra mile for me. When I was studying at Massey University in Palmerston North, there were 2 exchange students from Japan there, one from Hiroshima, Shiano. She was really special to me, and at the exact time that I was visiting Japan for my exchange trip, she was getting married. So I let the company know and I said, would it be at all possible for me to go to Shiano's wedding? Not only did they make time in the itinerary for me to go there, but they paid for me. They paid for me to go on the Nozomi Express bullet train, which was the fastest one at the time, and they put me up in a hotel there. I was so incredibly looked after, and it was life-changing. Like, I cannot express to you how much that trip meant to me. After my university studies, my lecturer came up to me again and said, how would you like a job? He secured for me a 3-year contract working at a Japanese university teaching English. It was accommodation inclusive, and it also was an incredible experience. It was a private university in Fukui. I made so many friends there. I can't describe to you how impactful that whole experience was for me. From the moment I walked into that classroom to study Japanese for the very first time and feeling some kind of energy there, feeling something click for me, and have that snowball into incredible experiences in Japan and ultimately working there. Today, 30 years on, my daughter will get to walk in my footsteps. She will be going to Hiroshima, where I went to my friend's wedding, Osaka, which I haven't really visited. Hopefully while she's there, she'll be able to go to Kyoto, which is a short trip away, and Tokyo. She will have a homestay experience and get to go to a local high school. Sending my daughter to Japan feels like handing her the key to a whole new world. She will get to experience the culture and the people through being hosted by locals and live it through their hearts. I know how transformative it will be because I lived it, but I can't imagine what tack her life will take as a result, how this will change her exactly. Today I'm surrounded by lots of mementos from Japan and photographs. These aren't just souvenirs, these are stories, and I have so many stories. This is my friend Shiano, whose wedding I went to in Hiroshima. What a full circle moment that was, because I had studied with her in Palmerston North in New Zealand. This photo album has the airplane tickets from my very first trip to Japan. It has the letters back and forth between Masa University and Asahi Shinbun. They even drew pictures of us before we arrived. Isn't that cute? So many memories. I've got my telephone cards, maps. So very, very special. Yeah, lots and lots to share with you. My first job was at a private university in Fukui, Fukui Kogyo Daigaku. Here's me in winter time in the grounds of the school, and that is the incredible view out my apartment window. And that brings me to something special I've been working on, the Japan-New Zealand Postcard Club. Every month leading up to my daughter's trip to Japan in September 2026, I'll be creating a postcard inspired by Japan and New Zealand. The postcards will be available on a platform called Ko-Fi, and when you get one, I'll write you a personal message, put some beautiful New Zealand stamps on it, and send it right to you. It's part making this trip happen and part sharing this journey with you and connecting our cultures and lives one card at a time. So, if you'd like to connect with me in a more personal way and come along on this life-changing journey with me, subscribe to my channel. Keep an eye out for a community post. I'll be sharing the creation of the postcards soon. Also turn on your notifications so that when the first month's video comes out about the Japan trip and the postcard update, you'll be able to watch it straight away.